The purpose of ritual and repeating those rituals is to create your own magical triggers. Hi, this is Jackie with Coventry Creations, and I want to talk about triggers, good and bad. Not tiggers, but triggers. Magical triggers are ones where you say, every time I hold this piece of quartz, I know I'm connecting to a spell that I have done before, or maybe many times before. Magical triggers are when, like if you're Wiccan and you call in the quarters, you have certain tools, your athame, your chalice, your wand, and your rock, or your bell, or bell, book, and candle, that are the four quarters. So every time you put those in place, that's a magical trigger, and you are starting to create your own space. But here's the beautiful thing about magical triggers. They remind us that we are in control of all of our triggers. Even when we have negative ones, like I had a friend who hated a certain song, and every time that song came on, they would freak out. And so I said, listen, you're in control of that trigger. You can decide what's going to happen. It used to be when I would find a feather on the ground. That was a magical trigger to tell me that it's time to reconnect with my spirit guides and reconnect with the divine. Other times, like when I would find a dime, it was a trigger to say, it's time to make sure you're connecting with all of the people around you. So we all have these different things, and you get to be in control of them. So when you light a candle, like let's say you're going to do a whole series of prosperity spells, and let's say you get a whole bunch of prosperity votives. Every time you light that votive for the day, it's going to be another magical trigger to remind you that you are in charge of the energy around you. I would have a certain rocks that I would set up when I'm doing readings, and it was to remind me to set up my magical space and not take things personally and let the energy flow through me rather than own the words that are coming out. This is Jackie with Coventry Creations. Keep your triggers magical, and remember to follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Pinterest, on Twitter, all those places. But most importantly, go to coventrycreations.com and sign up for our newsletter so you get all the happenings.